This is a short explanatory video for the new food labeling rules that will apply from October 2021. The changes to the laws will affect primarily those businesses that package and sell foods direct to the final consumer. These new rules will affect those businesses that produce foods that are packaged on site before being sold directly to the final consumer. In particular, premises such as cafes and restaurants that sell foods that have been prepared and packed in advance for busy periods. These are examples of the type of foods that these new rules will affect. They have been packaged by the food business in preparation for a sale later. The new rules require a full ingredients list to be labeled on the product, whereas previously information about ingredients could have been provided verbally when requested. Some foods will not be affected by these new rules, including food sold without any packaging or where they have only been put into packaging after being ordered. You may have some products that are affected whilst others exempt. Usually, the packaging would fully enclose the product for the rules to apply. If the food can be altered without opening or changing the package, it is not pre-packed for direct sale and will not be affected by the new rules. The rest of this short video aims to explain the basics of how to construct an ingredients list. There are a number of important rules that should be followed when constructing an ingredients list. The ingredients must be in descending order, compound ingredients should be declared in full, and allergens should be highlighted. There are also rules on the format of the information. I am going to show you how to compose an ingredients list using a bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich as an example. The ingredients for my BLT sandwich are bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, bread and vegetable fat spread. The first task is to order the ingredients, starting with the heaviest first. My ingredients list in descending order will look like this. You may have to weigh some of the ingredients to establish the order. Where you have a few ingredients that are present in very small quantities, you can put them in any order at the end of the list. For example, if you put salt and pepper on the sandwich, it would make no difference whether you placed salt before pepper or vice versa, so long as they are at the end of the list. A small quantity is considered as less than 2% of the final weight. Some of our ingredients in the sandwich are made up of other sub-ingredients. These are called compound ingredients. The sub-ingredients must also be declared. This is usually done by declaring the compound ingredient followed by the sub-ingredients in brackets. This will apply to my vegetable fat spread, bacon, mayonnaise and the bread. The ingredients lists for these foods provides the details needed for our BLT sandwich. A typical ingredients list for these foods might look like this. These will have to be incorporated into our ingredients list for the sandwich. The full ingredients list should therefore look like this. You can see that the main ingredients of bread, bacon, tomato, mayonnaise, vegetable fat spread and lettuce are all declared in descending order, but also the sub-ingredients are included in brackets. The next task is to highlight any allergenic ingredients within your list. Within the UK there are 14 recognized food allergens. You will usually find these already highlighted within any pre-packaged products that you buy. Bold font is the most common way to do this, although capitals or different colors could also be used to make the allergen stand out from the rest of the ingredients. Your final ingredients list should look like this. Notice that it is the allergen only that is highlighted. So wheat and soya is highlighted but not the word flour. Where the allergen isn't included as part of the named ingredient, you should follow the ingredient with the allergen in brackets, such as here where the flavoring contains mustard. Some other important points. Firstly, the font size should be at least 1.2 mm in height, bases on a lowercase x. Sometimes you will find quantity percentages in the ingredients list. These are not required on the label of pre-packed for direct sale foods. Finally, you should ensure that you use the correct name for the ingredients. For example, vegetable fat spread is not the same as butter. When purchasing food for your business, you should try and ensure that you buy the same brand ingredients to ensure that your label is always accurate. Often brands will differ in the ingredients they contain, and changing brands or switching between butter and margarine will render your label incorrect. This could be especially problematic if the differences are related to allergenic ingredients. You may wish to consider the range of products that you produce pre-packed for direct sale. You could provide a limited range of your most popular products in this way with all of your other products made to order. This will minimize the variety of labels you have to produce. To help with busy periods, you could still prepare some foods but store them in bulk in large plastic containers such as these. Provided they are not individually wrapped, then they will not be considered pre-packed. If you cannot label the food with a full ingredients list, then you may wish to consider displaying the food loose like this. Or like this. Remember, you must still be able to provide information about the allergenic ingredients when you display loose foods, but this can be done verbally, and you must encourage consumers to ask by displaying notices informing the customer that information is available. This video has not advised on precautionary allergen statements such as may contain. When writing a full ingredients list, you should consider whether the food could become contaminated by traces of other allergens. Where there is an unavoidable risk of this, then you should advise customers of this. Further information on pre-packed for direct sale can be obtained on the Food Standards Agency website. I hope that you have found this video useful. It was produced by Ian Ferris at the University of Birmingham. If you have any comments, please leave feedback below.